Hi, I'm Jesse, and this is Sienna and her brother Elliott. We're going to have some fun in the city today. See, I volunteer with a nonprofit called Big Apple Greeter that gives free neighborhood walks in New York to visitors from around the world. And there's certain questions I get from tourists over and over again. What's with all that smoke coming out of the street? Where can we get a slice of New York pizza? Are those water towers actually real? So today, I'm going to walk you through 10 very New York things and the stories behind them, with Sienna's and Elliott's help. Let's go. I love New York. The world's most copied logo started in 1977 in a sketch by graphic designer Milton Glaser on the back of an envelope. New York was broke and crime-ridden, the city needed a tourism boost. And it worked. The campaign stuck, the logo became iconic, but Glaser never made a dime. He did it for free. Fun fact, he also designed the DC Comics logo. Fire escapes are classic New York. You've seen them in Breakfast at Tiffany's, West Side Story, The Other West Side Story. They look cool, but they have a tragic beginning. After deadly tenement fires in the 19th century, the city passed laws in 1867 requiring external fire escapes. But many were cheaply made, often blocked with junk or laundry, not exactly safe. Building codes changed in 1968 and especially 2008, and today new buildings need interior fireproof stairwells instead. How about the steam coming out of the streets? It's not a movie effect, and it's not from the subways. It's part of New York's 143-year-old steam system, the largest in the United States. It heats buildings across the city, including the Empire State Building. But when leaks or condensation builds up, Con Edison vents it. That's why you see those striped stacks. Making the whole city look like Blade Runner is just an added bonus. And water towers? Yes, they're real. And yes, they're still used. New York gets its water from cool, fresh springs in the mountains upstate. It then flows downhill so fast through giant underground pipes that it provides enough water pressure for up to 6 stories of a building. So buildings over 6 stories are required to use rooftop tanks for pressure. Most are made of wood because it's cheaper and better insulated. The Rosenwalk Tank Company has been building them for over 100 years, and they're still built largely by hand. Does that water make New York food better? The first time my parents visited me from the suburbs, they stopped in Dunkin' Donuts to get bagels. We had a talk after that, and I steered them towards our favorite bagel place, David's Bagels. Bagels originally came to the city from Eastern European Jewish immigrants in the late 1800s. Originally sold on push carts, they were hand-rolled, boiled, and baked. Allegedly, the minerals in New York tap water help give bagels that perfect chewiness, but this is largely a myth. And here we are at Lombardi's in Nolita. That means north of Little Italy. This is New York's first pizzeria, which opened in 1905. Before that, pizza got its start in Naples, in Big Italy. We've also got the classic $1 slice, which took off in the 1980s. Greasy, thin, foldable, and delicious. And hot. Just like bagels, New Yorkers swear that the special water here makes the dough better. Just don't call it New York pizza. Here, it's just pizza. Hot dogs arrived via German immigrants, another great food import. Specifically, they came from Frankfurt and Vienna. Then Nathan Hanwerker opened Nathan's Famous in 1916 with a $300 loan and a spot on Coney Island. Today, you can still visit Nathan's there and across the city, or just grab a classic hot dog from any corner street cart. Why does New York pile its trash on the streets? Blame the 1811 Commissioner's Plan. It created the Manhattan street grid, but didn't leave room for service alleys like Chicago has, for example. So New Yorkers have no choice but to leave the trash outside for pickup. The city is slowly testing containerized systems, but for now, rats eat well. And yes, this means that a lot of those New York alley scenes you see in movies were just shot on Hollywood sound stages. The city is filled with pigeons, including at least one that's larger than life. They're not from here originally, they're European. Rock pigeons were brought over for food and racing in the 1600s, then escaped and thrived in New York's cliff-like architecture. They're smarter than they look. Studies have shown they can recognize and remember human faces. They've become such a New York staple that there was even a pigeon festival this year on the High Line. The iconic "We Are Happy to Serve You" cup is not actually from ancient Greece. I know, surprising. It's just designed to look that way. In 1963, a designer named Leslie Buck created it for the Sherry Cup Company to appeal to the Greek-owned diners and delis across the city. The blue and white design became so iconic and now sits in MoMA's collection. You can get one here at the sandwich shop counter service or at bodegas across the city. So the next time you're walking through Manhattan and see steam, pigeons, a pile of trash, or a pile of bagels, just remember, everything here has a story. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and drop your own favorite New York mystery in the comments. Maybe I'll feature it in the next video. See you around the city.